Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The defense here for the Rams.
Damarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got the hook up to Miller. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say a great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Vick. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
8, read. Check 53. Come on. Shoot.
First down, Vick. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Here's Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's got his man here. It's Green. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Go now, 18 Gator. Hook up. Check 59.
From the red zone now, Vick. And that's complete. It's Green here. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, Vick. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Vick readies to throw. On the move to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. A run for Nick Chubb.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. On play action, Vick. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8. Vick to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Carr. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On play action, it's Carr. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw his Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So here's Vic following the interception. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vic got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. On 2nd and very short, Vic. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Vic. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd-and-1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work, but in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This quarterback now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, LA! Marquise Brown, 40 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Vick now. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's got Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Check. Lucky. Ready.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick, he gets it to Cooks. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it, and we'll enjoy it, and actually marvel at it.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They go with Gurley on 1st down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Vick, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Vick. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr drops it off for Chubb. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing, Vick. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carr to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now here's Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carried out confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Swift. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Jamie Gillen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Gurley on first down, no chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
18 games. 59. Hey, let's get in there, huh? Ready, go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Vick. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. That's taken in by Callaway. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Rams on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Vick. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great. And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Vick readies to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again. Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they would take the sack instead of the penalty. And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts? No, not at all. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. All going deep here for Taylor. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong. A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily. I will admit when I make a mistake. Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost. Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game. You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game. Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down. Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Now. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Mike, 53.
First down, Vick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep... Oh, no, he lost the football. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Vic to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Browns' drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel-downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
They run it again with Chubb, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On third down, Swift. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Browns.